Welcome to a summer in hell. My name is Jeremy and I am your host, and I am melting. This room is on fire. Seriously though, it's really freaking hot outside. If you watched my daily vlog the other day, you know that I went to Bath & Body Works with Jacob and I was really excited and I bought myself a bunch of the fall collection because Bath & Body Works has unveiled fall, which makes me so happy because then I can pretend like it's not 90 degrees and I can pretend like I'm outside in a cool breeze rolling around in red leaves. I've actually never lived in a place where there have been red leaves, so I don't know why my vision of fall is red leaves and rolling around in them, because it's never been my life. So this is my fancy Bath & Body Works fall haul. I'm going to start off by talking about this room diffuser, because if you remember, Jacob got me a room diffuser a while back as a gift, and we have these cool scents that are coming out for the room diffusers, and this one is called Autumn. It smells very floral and very fruity, and I'm trying to figure out what the exact scent is, but I know that I smelled this sometime in Christmas. It smells very similar to one of the Christmas scents that they have last year, and to me it almost smells a little bit like pine needles. This one I got for the month of November. This is Sweet Cinnamon Pumpkin. And this has a very strong but very tolerable scent. It definitely smells like sweet cinnamon pumpkin. The name speaks for itself completely. It very much smells like that constructed smell of pumpkin. I scripted out a video which I'm going to be posting sometime in the near future, and there is a portion where I talk about how many hand sanitizers that I own, and I have a lot of them, and I just keep collecting these, but they're so good. So this one is Autumn Day. It was very similar to the Autumn room diffuser. The thing with this one though is it smells a lot more floral and a lot less like pine needles. It almost smells like something that you would put inside of a vehicle, like as a diffuser for your car. This one is fun. It's called Bourbon Peach. It basically smells exactly like every other peach brand that Bath & Body Works has ever created, except they had to relabel it and make it seasonal, and so it's a bourbon peach. Midnight Pomegranate is absolutely fantastic. It definitely has a raspberry scent to it, which is nice. It doesn't smell as much like pomegranate as some of the other pomegranate scents that Bath & Body Works has come out with. It smells a little bit more like raspberry and apple with a touch of pomegranate, which is nice because I feel like the pomegranate scents that I've gotten from Bath & Body Works have been so intense and smelled a little more like fruit punch, and didn't make me nauseous, but it definitely didn't smell as refreshing as I wanted it to. I had to get Creamy Pumpkin as a scent for October because I do change out my scents of hand sanitizers and soaps every month, and I try to be seasonal and I try to stick with themes. This one is fantastic. It actually smells a lot more like vanilla than pumpkin. It has a very vanilla-y scent because there's a pumpkin scent that came out last Halloween, and I'm hoping that I get it again. It was a spiced pumpkin that was so good, and so this is nice because it's not going to get confused with those scents when I switch over, and it's different enough that I'm not going to get bored when the pumpkin smell actually comes out. So I think it's very smart business managing that they make a pumpkin smell a little early for the fall collection that doesn't smell as much like pumpkin, and then they make a pumpkin spice smell, which is a lot more like the pumpkin that we are familiar with as a construct smell. And then this is the last one that I got. I don't even want to open this because I know I'm just going to want to use it. It's called I Love S'mores. Every once in a while I'm using it. Bath & Body Works comes up with scents of I love something. This is heaven. This smells like the cookie one that they made, and I still have 2 bottles of that. 2 little squirt bottles in my cabinet. This smells exactly like the cookie one that they have, except there is a little undertone of chocolate and a little of the hazelnut smell that they've used in some other scents before. And so it's nice because it gives you that touch of a firewood smoked marshmallow, and it has that touch of vanilla. It's just really nice. I'm probably going to use this more in December than anything, and I feel like it's got nice December colors too. I know this is ridiculous that I have bought something in preparation for December, but if it's 5 bottles for $5. That's a pretty good deal. I should also mention that I had a coupon from last time. It was $10 off $30 purchase. So I pretty much got everything that I'm showing you today for $20. So if you are gonna go and buy hand soaps and hand sanitizers and room diffusers, lotions, anything like that, Bath & Body Works gives a ton of really great coupons all the time. They send them out in the mail if you're on the mailing list, and they give them to you when you go in the store. So I would suggest that if you're not already getting supplies from there, you should start getting them from there. And right now they have soaps that if you buy 5, I believe it is $15, and if you buy 7, it's $20. Basically, I got 2 of these soaps and all of the hand sanitizers for free. Alright, so the main attraction is now the soaps. This one is pumpkin caramel latte. It definitely has a pumpkin smell. It's a little bit more like the creamy pumpkin smell. It definitely has a really hard kick of vanilla, but there is that nice undertone of pumpkin, which doesn't make this a really overwhelming smell. This one is farm stand apple. This is basically just a relabeling of the exact same soap that they've had before, but it's nice because it themes it, and when you have it in the bathroom, if you have other stuff, or if you have it in your kitchen, you know, you have other things around it, hopefully that you are theming around the time of the year. And so this is fun. It gives you a fall feeling, it gives you a harvest feeling, and I appreciate good marketing techniques. And I don't have an apple smell right now, so I had to buy it because I like the apple scent. It has a lot more of that Fuji apple smell. It smells a lot more natural and a lot more like an apple rather than a fake apple smell. And that, I think, is what I really like about Bath & Body Works apple scents. Next we have Seattle Hazelnut Latte. I am actually not a huge fan of coffee scented soaps or coffee scented anything. I'm just not a coffee drinker. But this one, when I got it and I opened it up and I smelled it, it was just really refreshing, and there was something that was stress relieving about it. It definitely smells like hazelnut. There's no doubt that this is a hazelnut smell, but it's not overpowering. It is just enough that it is stress relieving, and that's what coffee is supposed to do. The scent of coffee beans are supposed to help clear out your sinuses. They're supposed to help you feel a little bit less stressed, and so this, I think, does its purpose as well as cleaning your hands. Sweet Cinnamon Pumpkin. This one to me smells like a very traditional hand soap. It doesn't really smell pumpkin-y. It smells very floral, and it has a slight hint of pumpkin, but it definitely smells floral, and it smells a little more like something that should be labeled like autumn breeze next to the beach. Me and apple things. This is another apple smell that I got. This one definitely has a more intense scent of apple. It smells a lot more like a artificial apple. It doesn't smell as much like farm stand apple. This one smells like a gummy candy apple. And what I appreciated about this is that it smelled more on that candy side. So when it gets into November and there are caramel and candy apples that are floating around, and those things sound like a good idea to buy until they're all over your teeth, this is a nice way to alleviate that need to have a caramel apple or a candy apple, because I feel like once you actually bite into one of them, you're just like, why did I do this? So this will help curb my appetite for wanting one of those caramel apples. That was a really bad reason to buy soap, but it fulfills some kind of purpose. And the Bourbon Peach, because I had to get it. It smells exactly like the hand sanitizer. It smells exactly like other peach smells that they've come up with at Bath & Body Works. There is a slight difference though, that unlike the hand sanitizer, which has a very normal peach smell, this one definitely has a kick of something underneath it that I can't really tell what it is. It's not floral, but it definitely has some kind of earthy scent to it that makes it smell a little more like bourbon-y, and I think that helps with, it helps make it stand out from just a normal peach scent. And then there's the last one. This is Crimson Plum. I have actually never gotten a plum smell as a soap. This one does not smell like plum. To be completely honest, this smells like the vineyard scent that they had in the Italian collection. So if you got that, this is exactly what it smells like. It doesn't smell like plum. I don't know what crimson is supposed to smell like. This smells like that vineyard scent. It's great though, because I like grape scents, and that's mostly why I got this, because I like that it smelled grape-ish and it didn't really smell plum-ish, because I think the plum has a very bitter smell to it. If it's ripe, it can be sweet, but I think overall it just has a bitter smell, and I think artificial plum is really sweet and tastes more on the grape side rather than on the plum side. And so I got this because it smells like grape, and grape is one of my favorite scents and one of my favorite flavors when it comes to candies and stuff, and this smells like a grape candy. So that is everything that I have for you today. Thank you so much for watching. Have a great rest of your day. Peace out. Itadakimasu.